This is the 5-Minute Youth Devotional Reading with Alex Sarria.
Faith, Trust. February 7th. Amics, sempre. 1 Samuel 20:42 says, Jonathan said to David, "Go in peace, for we have sworn loyalty to each other in the Lord's name. The Lord is the witness of a bond between us and our children forever." In 1992, I lived in Barcelona, where I worked as a pastor while completing my studies in Hebrew. That year, the Olympic Games were held in that city, and it seemed to me a metaphor for my personal challenges. Everything had changed. The city had been embellished, the Olympic spirit was felt everywhere, and euphoria permeated the atmosphere. The opening ceremony seemed poignant to me, but the closing was so much more so. I must admit that hearing Jose Carreras and Sarah Brightman sing Amics por sempre, Friends for Life, brought tears to my eyes. Here are some of the lyrics. I feel you near me even when we are apart. Just knowing you are in this world can warm my heart. Friends for life, not just a summer or a spring. Amigos para siempre. This message resonates with me, and I long for my Catalan friends. David and Jonathan are the best examples of true friends. The latter was a prince with riches and prestige, and the former a humble shepherd without etiquette. And many might say that being from such different worlds would impede them from being friends. But social differences don't matter when God is in people's hearts. David and Jonathan shared that. God was in their hearts. It was the reason for their affinity. They shared certain principles and enjoyed living divine greatness. They turned their story into one of the Bible's most famous tales of friendship, and the secret of that friendship in the biblical still resonates. At last, Jonathan said to David, "Go in peace, for we have sworn loyalty to each other in the Lord's name. The Lord is the witness of a bond between us and our children forever." Then David left, and Jonathan returned to the town. 1 Samuel 20:42. God promises that the bond He creates between us will not be a passing thing. He will always help us and always sustain us with His power. We know this because we feel that He's near even though we think we are separated, because our heart leaps with trust just by thinking about Him. His friendship is true and will last forever. David and Jonathan's intense relationship was so genuine that it continued with their descendants. There's no doubt that kind of friendship is reminiscent of the presence of God. Wouldn't you like your story to be something like Jonathan and David's? Remember that and remind your friends. Jesus wants to share your friendship and wants to do it with intensity forever.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If this was helpful for you, please share it with a friend. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Always remember this: walking with God is the greatest thing you could ever do. You are His priority. Make Him yours, and you will always live out your purpose. God bless.